Hello everyone, welcome to my channel So Delicious. Today's recipe is a very filling chaat and also my favorite one. So without any further ado, let's start. So here I've taken 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt and 4 tablespoons of hot oil. Mix this nicely and then add 1/4 teaspoon of carom seeds, that is ajwain, and mix it until it holds shape just like this. Now add water gradually until you form a semi-tight dough. You can also add oil. I have added around 2 teaspoons of oil and I'm going to knead it for another minute. So the dough is ready, the semi-tight dough is ready. Keep it aside and let's cook the sprouts. For the sprouts I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of oil. Heat this oil. Then add half teaspoon of cumin seeds. (10 to 15 curry leaves). 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Cook this ginger garlic paste in the medium hot oil for 1 minute. And then add 2 to 3 green chilies. You can increase or decrease the amount as you need. And then add 250 grams to 300 grams of sprouts. After adding all of it, add salt to taste. And then give it a good mix. Once it's done, close the lid. Cook it for 3 minutes on high flame and for 7 minutes on low flame. Keep the lid closed. Moving on to the chutney. I'm going to take half bunch of coriander leaves, half bunch of mint leaves, 1 green chilli, salt to taste, and around 2 tablespoons of cold water. Cold water will help to retain its color. So the green chutney is ready, the mint chutney. I'm going to transfer it to the bowl. For the recipe of red chutney or imli chutney, you can watch my video of dhokla. In that I've shown how to make this red chutney or the imli chutney in a very easy way. For your green chutney is ready. Also the sprouts are cooked. So let's fry the katori. Knead this dough for 10 to 15 seconds. And then take a small portion out of it. Remember that roll slightly thick roti out of it, not very flat, not very thin, lightly thick. I'll show you. So I'm going to roll it. And I've kept it slightly thick, just like this. Now from a fork, prick all over the roti. This will help not create any bubbles on the katori. And then take a steel bowl, try using steel bowl, and grease around 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil around it. It is optional because the katori comes out easily anyway, but still, if you want, you can grease some oil. And then wrap the dough around this bowl. Do not use any plastic or any other kind of bowl. Steel bowl is the safest one, and also it will not turn dark or black. Again, I'm going to prick it from the fork. And cut the edges from a sharp knife. So I've cut the edges. Now we are going to fry it. The oil is on medium flame. You can see the bubbles at the side. It indicates that oil is ready to fry. Look at this. The bowl comes out very easily. Flip the katori and fry it from all the sides till you get a golden brown color. So I've got it the golden brown color. To fry the inner part, just take oil in the katori, hold it above the oil, not inside the oil, hold it for 10 seconds, and also the inner part is fried. Now drain the excess oil and take it out in a paper towel. Let's fill the katori with some 2 tablespoons of sprouts, some red chutney, some green chutney, around 2 to 3 tablespoons of whisked curd. You can just simply whisk it with spoon for this smooth consistency. Another layer of sprouts, finely chopped onions, some green chutney. You can customize it as you wish. You can add any of your favorite vegetables, maybe some cabbage, some beetroot, carrot, tomatoes, onions, anything. Even pomegranate also works. Some pineapple also works. Again, I'm going to add some yellow save and the katori chaat is ready to serve. Do give this recipe a try, and if you do not forget to mention in the comment sections. Bye bye.